earlier than the time says, guys, but hey, why not? This is kind of well, it wasn't really technically unscheduled, but we're just starting now because we are here and we're ready. And we have a lot of stuff to talk about. I'm going to start with sort of a rant. One of the things that people really like about these hangouts and my videos and things like that is that I always give my honest opinion and the most correct information that I can to the best of my ability. And sometimes that means that when stuff sucks, I got to tell you guys that stuff is kind of sucking. Donald, I'm getting a little audio. Do you mind muting until...
I will mute myself.
Okay. There we go. Yeah, sorry. Sometimes, guys, we get that. So I'm going to start with, it's going to be, I guess, a little bit of a rant. It's going to be more of giving you guys information and communicating with you as honestly and effectively as I can. And please don't take this. I'm probably gonna mention a couple of things. I might get a little off track here, but I'm like, I don't want people. Some people feel like concerned about me. Like I'm okay. I'm a little annoyed, and there are some things that are happening that are affecting me negatively. But it's not something that I can't get over, and it's not even something I'm gonna mention a specific company, and I don't think that they're trying to be essentially assholes. I don't think that they're trying to do that, but my user experience with them for the past couple of weeks has not been good, and I need to tell you guys that, and I need to communicate with you. Now, I do believe that these issues will be resolved eventually, and of course, I will update you guys when I can, when there's new information. But a couple of weeks ago, and I mentioned on one of the Hangouts, actually specifically on September 18th, I requested my first payout with People Helping People. Now, People Helping People's payout, their official payout, is that they pay you a week later on Friday. So their end of the week closed on the 21st, and they paid people out on the 28th. Now, they paid people out, but they didn't pay me. And I knew that they had a lot of stuff going on, so I gave them a couple of extra days. I contacted support. I didn't hear anything from support. I actually ended up having to go on one of their webinars and make a comment there, which somebody replied to me. So at least I got a little bit of attention there, and they said that they would look into it. And then they called me yesterday and basically told me that the reason I haven't been paid is because they're no longer paying U.S. members in Bitcoin. Now, there's a couple of issues here. One of them is that they didn't tell anybody this. They didn't communicate this to anyone. And I haven't watched every single webinar in the past few weeks, but I've watched, a decent amount of them. They did not communicate this through email. They did not even tell me this when I requested my payout, that there was any kind of an issue with paying out U.S. members in Bitcoin. They didn't communicate any of this stuff to me. I had to contact them multiple times and basically, post something. I don't want to say it's negative because it was truthful, but just post like on one of their webinars that, hey, I haven't been paid, in order to get them to pay attention to me. Now, I consider that to be extremely unprofessional. There's so many issues with that in of itself. But so I called them back. They left a voicemail. I wasn't around, and I called them back and actually spoke to the owner. And I was like, so what's going on here? First of all, why haven't you communicated this with anyone? I guess it's possible that they did communicate and it went to my spam filter, but people that I've talked to, nobody's received this communication of this new update. And they basically said that their accountant had instructed them to not pay U.S. members in Bitcoin anymore, that it's easier for them to send out a check. Now, this is an issue for a couple of reasons. Number one, I joined this program because it was a Bitcoin paying program. And number two, I've been waiting for weeks for my payout. And if there was a problem, if there was a change in their payout structure, they should have contacted me immediately when I requested that payout and told me what was going on. Because as I was waiting for that payout, I actually ended up spending more Bitcoin than I had budgeted because I was thinking that I was going to get paid in Bitcoin back like they're supposed to. So there's some issues here, and there's some issues with me personally receiving checks because I do all of my banking online. I actually don't have a physical bank location to go to. And for me to deposit an actual paper check is such a pain in the ass. It has to be authorized through a third party. There's extra fees, and sometimes the checks just don't clear. Like sometimes that third party will decide for whatever reason to not clear the check. It's a pain in the ass. It's not something that I usually have to deal with because, most companies that pay out through fiat will offer some sort of a direct deposit option. And of course, People Helping People does not have a direct deposit option. The only option they have is a paper check, which for me is it's such a pain that like I would not have even joined the company if I knew that that was the only way I could get paid. Now, they do offer Solid Trust Pay. However, Solid Trust Pay is not available for everybody in the United States. And I personally have had a problem with Solid Trust Pay in terms of them processing a payment a couple of years ago. So I refuse to use them. That's my personal choice. I know that some people love them. If you love them, that's great. My personal choice. And since that's the only other option, the owner did say that he was going to pay me out through another payment processor. And he told me that he was going to do that within 5 minutes. That hasn't happened yet. This was yesterday. This was yesterday, almost 24 hours ago. I think it was actually yesterday around 4:30 my time, somewhere around there. So that hasn't happened yet. And now I know this has been kind of a long story, and it is a bit of a rant, but I don't believe that they're purposefully trying to scam. Like that's not what I feel. I don't feel that way. I do know that there's a lot of stuff going on personally for the owner, but they have other employees, they have other people, and this whole mess wouldn't have happened. Like if they had just communicated with me, then I could have made some other arrangements. And the fact that he said that he was going to pay me within 5 minutes and he never did, that's another huge red flag there, guys. Now, I do know that a lot of people have been paid, and they've been paid with no issue, and that this Bitcoin thing is a relatively new thing. It's been in, I don't know exactly when they decided to do this, and it only affects U.S. members, which I think is very unfair. That said, I do think that this company does have potential. They are doing their perfect store marketing campaign. They're opening up what they call the holding tank, which is basically the website where the leads will be uploaded. That should be happening today. Tonight, they said. So, and they're in Central Time. So my expectation is going to be probably closer to 9 or 10 p.m. for us here on the East Coast. But, they did say that they're doing this. And this is something that, I think that the Perfect Storm marketing campaign is something that is going to be very, very beneficial to people. However, I don't know how I'm going to get paid from this company now that they've changed everything. And what I'm asking people to do is, if you're in the United States and if you don't like the fact that they changed to Bitcoin, please give them a call. Give them a call and let them know. Be polite about it. Don't be, try to be polite and professional about it. But if it's something that affects you, if you join this company because it pays out in Bitcoin, and now they're telling you that they're not going to pay out in Bitcoin, and the only option is a paper check, which I know that I'm not the only person that a paper check is a pain in the butt. Some people can't get their mail easily. Some people live in high theft areas. I've actually had checks stolen from my mailbox before in other, places that I've lived. So, mailing checks is really it's so 20 years ago. I mean, I feel like it's so 20 years ago, but it really is. And since they don't have an option for direct deposit or anything, it's going to be very difficult moving forward. But that said, I do think that what they're doing with this Perfect Storm, I think it's great. I think it's a really good thing, and I really hope that they get their pardon my language, but that they get their shit together and get it done fast. Because from my experience, this has not been a positive experience so far. It's good that I was able to talk to the owner, but nothing happened. He promised me that I would be paid within 5 minutes, and I still have not been paid. Even though it was, he was going to pay me through a way that they don't really pay out, but It's like, for this time, we'll do this. So I don't really know what else to say about that. I am a little bit stressed out, not just about this, but there's some other stuff going on with I'll just keep continue on my rant a little bit, guys, and then I promise we'll move on to more positive things. But so this is, this is not like a big deal in of itself. Like I said, I did spend Bitcoin thinking that I was going to receive Bitcoin from them in return, but that's not a big deal. That's something that's recoverable. But this is also on top of I made a decision a couple of months ago. Someone who I've worked with for a couple of years just contacted me out of the blue and said that one of their family members was very sick and that they needed to go to the hospital, and that they needed, and was asking if I could help them out, lend them Bitcoin essentially, and that they would pay me back the following week. Long story short, I ended up giving them a different cryptocurrency that has, and I knew that this cryptocurrency was going to increase in value. It was the Vitae token. This has nothing to do with the Vitae people. It's part of my rant, guys. I need to get this off my chest, and then we can move on. Trust me. So anyway, needless to say, this person has not made any attempt to pay me back, and this has cost me quite a bit between losing staking rewards and not paying back, and the price of the token going up so much. It's probably something like $1,200 in crypto that I lost within this past couple of months. So this, combined with the perfect storm, people helping people thing, it has kind of stressed me out, and it has affected my ability to do things like help my team more and join other programs that I want to join. This has been, something that it's stressing me out a little bit, and I don't regret helping somebody out, because I was in a situation actually last year where if someone didn't help me out, I had a dental emergency and I had a severe infection in my tooth. And if I didn't get help, I actually probably would have died from a brain infection. And this is not dramatic. This is like legit. So somebody that I thought I trusted contacted me saying that, one of their family members needs help to pay for medical expenses. That kind of pulled at my heartstrings, and I made that decision. That was a decision that I made. I still feel good that I helped someone out, but it sucks right now. But what I'm going to do is we're going to transition now. I had to get that, off my chest. And one of the reasons why I did this is that, I'm human, and we're all human. And I think that, people get stressed out, and I tend to be a very positive person. I'm always very, very solutions oriented, or at least I try to be. But you know what? Sometimes life sucks, and sometimes things don't work out the way that we want them to. But I do have plans moving forward, and like I said, guys, I'm not in a situation where I'm not like destitute over any of this stuff or anything. It's just it's disappointing, it's annoying, and it's just one of the things, and shit happens in life, and I feel that, as part of me being open and honest, it's good to be open and honest about negative stuff. So that said, Donald, if you want to chime in, we're going to transition into talking about more of the crypto leveraging that we talked about the previous hangout. I'm sorry that I missed last week, but well, not everybody knows, but I do have some chronic health issues that cause crippling fatigue, and my brain was just absolutely not working last week. So we did miss that hangout last week, but I'm ready to move on and we're going to talk a little bit about, the Scarlet Clicks, Optimal crypto leveraging, and some other things as well. Donald, if if you want to chime in or comment or anything, feel free to do that.
Okay, I'll guess I'll give you a little break. Yeah, I know people helping people's got a lot going on. We'll work through the speed bump. Yeah, paper check, that is a little inconvenient. That just means I have to take the extra step of converting it back to crypto to use it the way I intend to use my people helping people profits when they come in. Yeah, just if you're already on our team, be on the lookout. You should be getting an email to lock your spot into the holding tank. That way you can see your downline grow. We're hopefully going to see that sometime tonight. It was supposed to happen Monday night, but they hit a snafu, so they postponed it till today, which is fine for me because this is the only night I have off, so I'll be looking forward to that email anyway. With that being said, we'll go ahead and move on to the next subject. Take a deep breath, Justine, and then take over.
Yeah, and just a little information on that holding tank. When you get that email, it's going to give you a login information for a different back office, and all you do is just make sure that you put your affiliate link into the holding tank. Now, what will happen is if everybody is uploaded into the holding tank, but in order to be active in it, you have to put in your referral links, and it'll be really obvious as to where to put them. If you don't do that, then what happens is, eventually when they put in the leads, and they're going to give you a few days to do this, they're probably going to put in the leads, I'm assuming on Monday, then it will just go to the next available upline. There'll be, instructions in that email, and they're also doing another hangout of sorts tonight, I believe, like another conference call or something. So you can hop on that if you have any questions. But yeah, on that, let's move forward with this. Thank you for listening to my rant, guys. I do appreciate it. But we do have a lot of positive things going on. The last hangout we did, we showed you guys, basically a crypto leveraging system where you start for free and you earn crypto and you can leverage it into other programs. The main programs that we talked about were Scarlet Clicks and Optimal Bucks. I don't know if you want to do a little screen share, Donald, and just give people like a walkthrough of the back office. It's a little complicated, but it's not too terrible. But it does take a little bit of navigation. And both of the websites, they're very similar and they're owned by the same company, but they do have different functions and they do have different pros and cons. So I want to talk about that a little bit. But Donald, if you want to do a little screen share, just go over the basics, that would be great.
All right, let's see here. Hit the screen share button. Can you see me now?
Yes.
Let's see here. Okay, I don't know if it's me or not, but I'm not seeing it. But okay, I'm still not seeing it. Oh, what is wrong with this? You see it though, right, Justine?
Yeah, I'm seeing your screen, which is
okay,
like on YouTube right now.
Okay,
right?
All right, cool. All right, now you can see my back office.
Yes.
All right, there we go. This is my back office for Optimal Bucks. I'm going to go ahead and show you how to do your advertising because that's probably the most important aspect. Normally on today, I wouldn't buy any ad packs because for me, I'm an upgraded member and I will use these funds here to, when they hit that dollar amount, to pay for my upgrades. But for today's purposes, I guess I will at least buy one ad pack and show you how it's done. Now, first, you will have to fund your account by whatever Bitcoin wallet that you're using, or Litecoin. Litecoin has a minimum of, I believe, $5, but here you might as well spend 10 because these ad packs are $10. On Scarlet Clicks, they're only 5. But since I'm showing you Optimal Bucks, we'll stick with Optimal Bucks. Now, as you see, I have $20 in my purchase balance and change already, and I got another $8 in my other balance. Now, once you've deposited your money from Bitcoin, it will land in your purchase balance. I will go ahead now and come over here to buy ad packs. I'll go ahead and buy one for today. I want to save my money, like I said, to pay for my upgrade. At worst, I'll just be, 1 day behind, but I'll have one more extra ad pack, so it don't bother me none. So I'll just hit the buy button, and it says you just purchased your 1 share. All right, let me go back to my front screen. The next thing you want to do is come over here to the advertiser panel. Because if you see, once you buy your ad packs, you'll get 100 ad credits and you'll get 1,000 banner credits. So I'm going to go to my advertiser panel. And even though I probably want to add my credits here, I'm just going to create a new advertisement because this is where it gets a little tricky. First, you want to put in a new advertisement. So I'm going to put, oh, let's see. I will do another program we will probably talk about later in this broadcast. If not, we'll talk about it next time. Experts help you grow your Bitcoin. And as a subtitle, I will put start for free. Now I want to put my target URL. Now, remember, we always talk about that you should, personalize your ads. So I made my own little page. So I will get that URL and stick it in here. Done. And now you can also put in a image, make sure it's a perfect square, and then they will resize it for you. But for today's purposes, I won't do that. I don't care. I want every member to see it. I'm gonna do all countries. My site does not violate their TOS. Now I'm gonna hit send. Under most circumstances, people would think, oh, okay, I'm done. No, you gotta take a few extra steps. The next thing you have to do is validate the ad. They want to just make sure you're not breaking frames or any other computer issues that will stop it from showing. So let that run. You'll see it's going, it's going, it's going. And come on, get there. Bingo. All right, just click the upside down picture. Link was validated, so I don't need to look at that no more. Now you think you're done, but no, your next step now is you actually have to allocate the credits. So I'm just going to click on allocate. I have 100 credits to play with. I will allocate all 100 credits. Hit the button. Your advertisement was successfully updated. Now my ad is actually going to run. And then you'll do a similar process with the banner ads. You just don't have to worry about adding you don't have to worry about validating it. I will just go ahead and allocate another 1,000 credits here. And I can tell you folks that the program that I'm advertising, in their back office, they do have a way of showing you how to track your signups and whatnot. And I have been getting signups from Optimal Bucks. So if you have any desire to use Optimal Bucks in this other program we're going to talk about, it works. I mean, I've got signups. I don't know what Justine's been doing, but I know Justine's got a couple of signups in there as well. Anything else you want me to add, Justine, while I'm in my back office?
No, that was a really good intro, actually. That was really good because it walked you through the steps, because it's a multi-step process. It's, like I said, it's not super complicated. It's not like, most people could figure it out, but it's good to have that walkthrough because Scarlet Clicks works very similarly in terms of setting up the advertisements. So yeah, I think that's pretty good. Yeah, I think that's a really good intro.
Well, while I'm here, I'll also show you the fact that this works for Optimal Bucks, and it will work for one of your balances in the Scarlet Clicks. You actually have two balances in Scarlet Clicks, but in this one, it's real easy. I can take my balance and easily move it back over to purchase just by clicking Add Funds, Account Balance. I had $8.50 some odd cents. I'll just put $8.50 there. Hit Send. Confirm the account balance, and now when I go look at my account, the $8.50 has now been moved over to my purchase balance, where I can purchase ad packs, advertising, my upgrades for the month, and everything else. That part's real simple, but a lot of people don't know that, so I just wanted to show that as well. And with that, unless Justine wants me to add something, I will stop my screen share and let her take over.
Okay. Yeah, that was great. And we talk about a lot about both Optimal Bucks and Scarlet Clicks, and they both have different features. They both have different, what I consider to be pros and cons. They do have rental referral options. Me personally, I'm doing that at Scarlet Clicks because when I purchase other advertising, I actually get rented referrals for free. And I do like their advertising. I like that you can geo-target. For me personally, for anything that costs more than like a few, basically anything that requires an upgrade, I will target those ads to upgraded members because those are people that are already they're already upgraded members. So they're people that tend to have funds. But if it's something that people can join for free and earn for free, then I just, I don't really target. But to be able to target and to be able to geo-target, tier 1 countries without paying extra is a really, really good feature for advertisers. I think it's really great. And, play around, do what you want. Play around with different subject lines, track your ads. I've been using both Optimal Bucks and Scarlet Clicks. I am getting signups to the places that I'm advertising. Some advertisements work better than others. Obviously, it would be great if every advertisement just was like totally successful, but that's not reality. But what I really like about Scarlet Clicks is you get more advertising for your ad pack purchases. And I've said this before, I'm going to say this again. The admin has been very clear that the ad pack, you're paying, the payouts for the ad packs are not coming from other ad packs. This company has been around for 9 going on 10 years, and they're not doing like the Ponzi thing where it's, they're paying old ad packs with new ad packs coming in. What they're doing is they're using the ad pack funds to do things like, invest in mining equipment and other upgrades and things like that. It's sort of like a mini venture capitalism type of thing. A lot of businesses do that. They'll get outside sources for funding, and then it's obviously it's more complicated than that. But then those people that the venture capitalists or whatever, they get a percentage of the profits of the business in exchange for giving money up front. A lot of startups use venture capitalists for things like equipment and office space and things like that. So this is sort of my impression that this is sort of what they're doing here. They're just getting they're not paying out the ad packs with other ad packs. That's what the admin has said, and I have no reason to not trust them. The ad packs are relatively new for these sites. I think they've been running about 8 months or so. But like I said, Scarlet Clicks has been around for over 9 years. So they wouldn't do anything that would jeopardize the sustainability of that, because obviously what they're doing is working, to stay in business for that long. I just wanted to kind of give you that information, just so that you have it, because I thought that, I did some research before, getting involved in this. And I don't have any reason to not believe what the admin says, because I've read posts from a couple of years ago that this admin had in the forums, and everything that they said turned out to be correct. So I have no reason to believe that they're lying now. Anyway, both of these companies are great, and you can get started for free. And Donald and I teach you guys to use free sources to put into any of these things, so that there's no loss really. If you're getting everything for free, there's no loss. Now you can obviously speed up the process by putting your own funds in if that's something that you choose to do. I'm not giving you financial advice. I'm not telling you what to do, but that's what I've done, and I think Donald has done that as well, to get things moving along faster. If you guys have any questions, please let us know in the comments. Obviously, if you're watching this on a replay, then you can leave a comment below, or if you're in the chat room, I see Crypto FOMO is here and being very positive and encouraging. Thank you. Appreciate that. Definitely. I do want to talk very briefly about this new program that I've been playing around with called Sure Ads, and I really like this one. This one is free to join. You can earn your upgrade for free within 10 days. It's really great, and I'm actually starting to see some movement, and I really like the advertising they have, and I really like that they are product focused, and their product is advertising, but they are product focused, and they're actually getting advertisements from outside sources. So they're getting advertisements not just the members of SureAds. They're actually going out and selling advertising packages independently of the MLM, or the matrix aspect of it, which I think is really great. Number one, it's really good for legal purposes because you kind of need to do that in order to be considered legal, and also it's it shows that they really are focused on their product, and they're not just selling you some BS thing to cover up some other shady stuff. But I really, really like that program. You can sign up for free, you can join for free, you can earn for free. You can even earn commissions as a free member. And like I said, you can earn your upgrade within like 10 days as a free member just by clicking ads. So that's something that you're interested in. I highly recommend it. You also get 100 free clicks just for signing up. They give that to everyone. So definitely check that out, especially if you have any other cryptocurrency type programs. Those work really well with Sure Ads. I've actually advertised my splash page for the crypto leveraging, and I got some signups from Sure Ads for that. So it's there's a lot of cross promotion, which is another thing that Donald and I teach is leveraging one company and advertising another one with it to kind of cross promote and to essentially get yourself a residual income and residual advertising, which helps you get more residual income. Hopefully that made sense. Now Donald has talked to me about a new program. He knows a little bit more about it than I do, obviously, because he's been in it longer. So Donald, if you want to talk about the Crypto 300, please feel free. And all the links to everything that we've talked about are in the description box if you guys are interested in checking this stuff out. But Donald, if you want to go over the Crypto 300, then that would be
all right. Super cool. I guess I'll hit that screen share button again. Hit share, and can you see my back office?
Yes.
All right. This is my back office to Crypto 300 Club. Now, what the Crypto 300 Trading Club is, you're going to buy what they call crypto packs for $10. They will take that money and trade it on the exchanges, and they in turn share the profits with you. Normally, they only share it at the rate of 1% a day, but right now they have a little promotion, if I can find it, that you get 2% a day, and then only half on weekends. And I mean, this is like super simple. You buy your crypto packs, and the only thing you have to do is log in once a day, click this Get Paid Now button. It'll go to this page, and then you click Get Paid Now. Now, I've already been paid for today, so there's going to be an error message saying you've already been paid today. But you'll earn 2% per day on your packs Monday through Friday, and 1% on the weekends, as long as this promotion is going on. And I mean, like, this is like, y'all remember, I hate to bring up this name, but if y'all remember the power mining pool, how easy that was to make money, this is just as simple. And the thing is, with this particular company, they have a sister website that's been up and running for years. So I have I'm pretty fairly strong that they have, a good clue as to what they're doing. So I don't feel that, we're going to wake up one morning and this company is just going to be gone. This one's probably going to be around for a while, because I know their sister company, ACX, has been around at least 6 years, if not longer. And that was under this current ownership. It did have a different name in the past when it was under different ownership. And when they bought them out, they changed the name and changed a few things. But like I said, this program is like super simple. You just log in once, buy your ad packs, log in once a day, and click the Get Paid Now button. They have a 3-level referral system, as you can see here. I've been in maybe a full week at most, maybe a day or two off. As you can see, I've already got 12 referrals on my first level, 3 on the second, and 1 on the third. They will give you a free pack to start, just so you can test it out. But just so you know, that free pack will only earn up to the dollar mark. The other crypto packs, the ones that you actually buy, they last forever. There is no, they're going to only be effective for 120 days or anything like that. They once you buy them, you own them for the life of the company. So you don't have to worry about ad packs expiring like you do have to in like Optimal Bucks, Scarlet Clicks, and any other ad rev share. These last forever. So my goal is I'm going to build up to a fair amount of packs, and then I can use that money, leverage it over at Optimal Bucks to get more advertising, to advertise this and the other programs. It's basically, for me, it's going to be a Bitcoin feeder until it gets to the point where it's like, you know what, I'm going to withdraw $100 a day. When that happens, great. But up until that point, this is just, more leveraging to get the ads out to my program pages and just go from there. Anything else you want to add, Justine?
Yeah, I do want to talk about it just quickly. Sorry, I was reading a comment right as I unmuted my microphone, so there's a delay there. Crypto FOMO asked, how long has the company been running? The sister company has been like 6 years or so. This one is relatively new. I do want to say a couple of things because, hey, I always give my honest opinion. I do consider this one to be in the higher risk, definitely higher risk than Scarlet Clicks or Optimal Bucks. And the reason for that is because there's no transparency. We don't exactly know who's running it. Now, I understand that from their perspective, and that's their decision. And that, that's I consider that to be more of a yellow flag than a red flag. It's not like they're pretending to be other people, but they've said that they kind of want to remain sort of anonymous, and that's fitting in with their marketing of this. They market it like there's a lot of splash pages that say, earn anonymously. So anonymously is kind of their thing. But I do consider this to be a higher risk, though. That doesn't mean that I think it's a scam or anything like that. I do know that making 2% or more a day for trading crypto is possible. Just the other day, I made about 10%, and I'm not even that good of a trader. So somebody who has a lot more experience, I can definitely see how they're making, 2% or more a day on average. Now, what they're doing is they're actually making a lot more than that, mostly, and they say that they're reserving those funds, for rainy days, because there's going to be some days where there's going to be no profits. But if, say, for instance, let's say your average is you earn 5% a day from your trading. If they're paying out, between 1% and 2%, that leaves, anywhere between 3% and 4% that they're saving for a rainy day. And they do say that that's essentially what they're doing. No, that's not the exact formula. They haven't released that information. But, I just want to tell you guys that that's, of course, this is my opinion. So, take it as it is. I am a member of this website. It is something that I am going to play around with as well. But do understand that I do consider this to be definitely more risky than Optimal Bucks or Scarlet Clicks. And that's just because of the, we just don't know exactly what's going on there. But that doesn't, again, that doesn't mean that it's a bad thing. It just means that it's different. But it's definitely something that I am playing around with. And I kind of look forward to sharing my results from it as well. Let me see. Yeah, sorry, I get distracted when I try to read the comments, and but yeah. So I mean, they have been around and established. So it is what it is. Obviously, you make your own choices. I do see some. It is promising, and you can join for free, and you can earn referral commissions for free. And like Donald said, they give you a free sort of starter pack. It's sort of I consider it to be more of a training thing, because it gets you into the point. It gets you in the habit of logging in and clicking the button, and getting a little bit of earnings. They give that to everybody for free to check it out. So you can join for free, and if you want to, you can refer people. You don't have to refer. Like there's no requirements. You don't have to like get 3 people or something who get 3 people. It's nothing like that. If you want to earn extra by referring, you can. If you don't want to and you just want to play around with the packs, you can do that as well. It's totally your choice. Donald, do you have anything else you want to say on that?
Okay, let me unmute my mic. Yeah, no, I think we covered most of it for now. I mean, if you have any questions, feel free to post. Crypto FOMO put here, sure, I get it. Newbies will have a problem, but it's good for you explaining it. Yeah, that's what we're here for. We're trying to, explain things to people, because I've got referrals who could be earning money if they'd actually just log in and click that little button. As far as my understanding, the only reason why they want you to log in is they want, the traffic to the site so that it increases its Alexa rank. The sister site, I don't remember what the Alexa rank was, but it's way up there. It's a high popular site. It gets tons of traffic, but that's because it's also an advertising product, and you have to watch so many ads a day. It's basically pretty much an ad rev share. But they want people to log into this website, so that website will also climb up the chain and be more visible on Alexa and get more Google hits and all the other computer stuff that happens when you get tons of traffic. So that's probably the only real reason why they're having you log in. But I mean, it's simple. I mean, 2% a day just to log in and click 2 buttons. I mean, come on.
And yeah, it's really not that difficult, and it's really not much different than like Scarlet Clicks and Optimal Box also require that you click like 4 ads a day. Again, and this helps the sites because it's generating traffic, and websites, especially with Alexa, it's a popularity thing. So this these types of moves make sense because it's not like, I'm sure it's not with Scarlet Clicks, it's not about you clicking the 1 cent ad or the half a cent ad or whatever it is that they have. It's about you visiting the site daily, you logging into the site, using the site, because Alexa and traffic rankings aren't just by how many visitors, but it's how many pages they visit on the website, and also time on site. So, how long do you spend on the website as well? So there's a lot of stuff that comes into play. So yeah, I mean, log in, you click a button, and you're good. That's all you have to do. It's really not that difficult. Yeah, we do try to explain things to the best of our ability. I think sometimes I over-explain things, but people seem to like that. We try to, give you guys as much information as we can when we have the information. And, please keep in mind that we're just like you guys. We're not owners of any of these websites. We're independent, affiliates. So we can only give you the information that we have from the information that we've gathered and give you our honest opinions about our experiences with certain things. Now, my experience with one program might not be somebody else's experience, and that's fine. But I believe that, I hope that the way that Donald and I do this, by explaining things to people, helps them not only understand how to get started, but can help kind of make that learning curve less difficult, because I know that a lot of people struggle when they're learning new things. There's a lot of people that there's new people into crypto every day, and there's new people into online marketing every day. And if somebody's new to both, it can be extremely overwhelming. It can make your brain hurt a little bit. So we try to space things out, not give too much information at once, while at the same time giving you enough details so that you can get started and work on your own as much as you can. And obviously we do help. Okay, perfect. Donald answered that question, so I don't have to answer it because he already did. So thank you, Donald. If you guys have any other questions or any other requests, if you want, I know a few months ago I did some reviews of certain websites. It was more about the websites that I was like, you guys should definitely stay away from these ones. But if you guys want us to check out websites, you can leave the name of the website below, but you can't share any links on my channel. And that's just because when I used to enable that, I just got so much spam. I mean, hundreds of spam every day. It was just too much. So my channel actually blocks links. So if you put a link in my channel, I won't see it. It will be automatically flagged as spam. But if you you can say the name of something. You can also contact me. My contact information is pretty easy. You can contact me through YouTube. You can contact me through, a lot of these websites. When you sign up for free, you have access to one of my email addresses. There's all kinds of ways to contact me if you want to, share something, or if you want me to, check something out. I'll check it out and give honest opinion. I want to create content that you guys like. Oh, thank you, Crypto. I'll have to check out. Do you have a channel yourself, Crypto FOMO? I'm just going to talk to you because why not? Because I'll totally subscribe if you do. Thank you so much for for the positive comments. It's definitely helpful. And and again, guys, thank you for listening to my rant earlier. I just had to I had to give you guys information, and I had to get it off my chest. I'm human. Yes, there'll be a replay as soon as it renders. It takes sometimes between 60 seconds and 2 hours, depending on how fast YouTube wants to process it. But yeah, automatically all the videos will be a replay, essentially just a matter of when it will process. So, if you missed some of it, or if you want to rewatch it, you can. We get most of our views from people rewatching content because there's no set time really for the Hangouts. It varies week by week depending on people's schedules and things like that. But there's always, unless there's a problem with YouTube itself, we always have replays available. And Donald also re-uploads this content to his channel as well. And also, I'm starting to put this stuff on BitTube, which is a whole other that's a whole other hangout, guys. But I definitely, if you guys want me to talk about BitTube, I can talk about that maybe. I'm actually thinking about putting up a video on it. Anyway, it's basically a way to earn crypto by watching videos with no ads. It's pretty cool. Creators get paid. People get paid to view ads, and they get paid in what's known as tube coins. Now, BitTube does have something that is happening in the very near future. They base their payouts on what they call airtime, which is the amount of time that you spend watching videos and the amount of time that people spend watching your content on BitTube. Anyway, they're doing something very soon where you're going to be able to earn airtime, not just within the BitTube site, but they're basically making some sort of browser add-on where you can you can earn airtime. It's almost like it's similar to browser mining in a way, but it's more of like they call it proof of view instead of proof of work. It's not really mining, but it's a little complicated, guys. But I'll probably make a separate video on BitTube itself because I'm having a really good experience with it, and I like the fact that people can earn just by watching videos, and it's ad-free. That's another thing that I really like. Anyway, guys, okay, I feel like I'm kind of babbling a bit. Donald, do you have anything else that you want to add? I know that you've used BitTube a little bit. What do you think about it?
Oh, yeah, I like it. Matter of fact, you've just motivated me. For those of you who don't know, when I live in the area that got heavily affected by Hurricane Florence, and when they announced that a Category 4 hurricane was coming my way, literally I became a hurricane and went through my house and grabbed everything I could, loaded up my car, and I went down to my parents' house. Now that I'm back, literally my living room looks like a storage area. So I have to dig through and find my cell phone farm and put that back up. But yeah, I was using one of my cell phones to farm on the BitTube site. And I think during that week or two I was home, I had it set up. I made, I don't know, $8 or $9 just, letting the videos run. Well, not like I actually sat there and watched the videos. I just went to Justine's channel, hit her playlist, and let it play. At that rate, not only was I earning money, but Justine was earning some money off me watching the videos. Because the way BitTube works, you earn crypto for creating the content, and you earn crypto for watching the content. So it's a win-win for both situations. So maybe after this hangout, I will go back through and try to find my cell phone farm, or at least put one cell phone up and just run Justine's BitTube channel, because it's great. I mean, that's like easy money, free money. So yeah, I got nothing else to add to that right now. I mean, it is a little complicated behind the scenes, but don't let that scare you. Just sign up, find content you like or don't like. It don't matter if you're not going to sit there and watch it, and just let it run. But since me and Justine are business partners, I'll support Justine all the way. So I'll just go watch her videos, and I know that she's watching mine, so we're helping each other out that way. So
yeah, it's like a little buddy system. And one thing about BitTube is that I'm gonna put the link in the description box, and I also put it in the little chat room. On my channel, I have playlists that are really long. One of them, like my shortest playlist, I think, is like 16 hours or something like that. Like I have a 16-hour one, a 40-hour one, and like a 30-hour one. And these are filled with videos that are relatively long. These are videos that I have permission to post. Some of these videos are not my content. So I make earning very easy, because you just use the playlist and you just kind of let it go. Yeah, you earn from watching, Cindy. As long as you're logged in. You have to be logged in. You have to be a member of BitTube, and you have to be logged in. Now, it tends to automatically log you out about every 7 to 10 days. But if you're logged in and you're watching, you earn airtime. You earn tubes. What they call their tubes. That's their currency is tubes. And they are experiencing, growing pains. They've been around since January. You can trade their tube coins. There's a couple of trading platforms. Trade Ogre is one of them. What is it? Live Coin. There's a few of them. You guys can Google it. Yeah, Cindy, I've actually checked your airtime you have earned. You can go to Explorer, the Airtime Explorer. I think it's explorer.bit.tube, and put in your username, and you can actually check to see your time. I think you've watched like 15 hours or something. I feel like I'm not stalking you. I looked it up for the co-op. Like, I'm not stalking Cindy. So you've been credited. Just go into your BitTube account and go under wallets, and you'll get, it's a 7-day delay. So what you earn today, you get paid in 7 days. So if it's been less than 7 days and you haven't received that, but if it's been more than 7 days, then you've received so what you earn today, you're going to get paid next Wednesday. That's how it works, and it goes into your Tube wallet, and you can also download a GUI wallet. I don't recommend the one for Linux. Don't do it. My boyfriend actually looked at the source code, and it's got some bugs. They're a new company. There's growing pains, but yeah, everybody can earn free tubes, and there's an announcement that's coming out on Friday, which will probably raise the price of the tube coins. They have a partnership that they're announcing, and like I said, they're working on a way to allow people to earn airtime just by surfing the internet and not be necessarily watching videos. They've talked about that being a browser extension, and I believe an application. So I'm assuming it's a cell phone application. They haven't released a lot of information yet, but there is something happening. I expect the price to go up Friday. But you can exchange your tube coins at the exchanges that accept it for Bitcoin or Litecoin or whatever's available on that particular exchange, and you get free coins just by watching content. So please definitely check it out. If you do decide to join, it would be great if you subscribe to my channel. Like I said, I have a lot of videos, a lot of playlists that are long, and they're long for a reason. It's to help you guys earn a lot quicker, and it's another free way of earning some cryptocurrency. Yeah, and it's Explorer. If you just Google BitTube Airtime Explorer, you'll get the link, but it's explorer.bit.tube. And then, let me see here. Let Maybe I should do. I'm gonna do a screen share, guys, real quick to show you because it's different. Like this is definitely not. This is not normal. So give me a second. I'll do a screen share and I'll show you the Explorer just real quick here. Can you see my screen, Donald?
Yep, I see it.
Okay, so you go to explorer.bit.tube, or you can just Google BitTube Explorer if you don't want to type in all that stuff. And then right here, you can put in username, wallet, whatever, and you can actually look up the airtime from whatever date you choose. Now, I chose this date because this is like, I wasn't even a member. I've only been in this for like a month. And as you can see, total airtime of people viewing my channel is 7.77 days. Total airtime of me viewing other people's channel is 15.39 days. Now they do it by hour and then they just calculate it by days. You know, it's not like in a row. This is just total. This is total. And then if I click on my username right here, I can see everything that I've earned. 420, yay. Total balance, and that doesn't necessarily mean the balance in my wallet. I don't store my tubes in my BitTube wallet because I don't store stuff in online wallets. I have a separate wallet. This is what I've been paid out, is at 420.444, and this 63.11 is what I've earned that I haven't been paid out. Like I said, it's a 7-day delay. So this is the stuff that was earned, you know, within the past 7 days. Now this is a combination of both my earning and people watching, because like I said, you earn, oh, here we go. Cindy, let's stalk Cindy for a second. Hold on a second. Takes a minute. Sometimes the Explorer gets stuck. Okay, so you can see, Cindy, you viewed 19.5 hours and you've earned 5.55 whatever tubes. Go under your name. So you should have 3.49 tubes in your wallet, in your BitTube account, ready for you. Like they should be ready because they're paid out automatically in your internal BitTube wallet. And then you can transfer those from that wallet into something else. You can put it on exchange and exchange your tubes. You can save it. Then you can check, you know, airtime from whatever date you want to. It doesn't, you know, you play around with it. This is why, like I have a free co-op with Sure Ads, and this is why I ask people to send me their usernames, because I can actually look up to see if you're, you know, if you're participating. And as you can see, Cindy is, because she's watched 19.5 hours. You actually see what specific video these people, you know, people are viewing as well, by the hash. And the hash is like, it's just the way that they, you know, they track. So anyway, hopefully that helped you guys. I feel kind of like that wasn't the best, that wasn't the best little tutorial, but I wanted to show you, you know, basically what it looks like, so you guys can see that.
And I'm going to jump in real quick and add to right now, on Livecoin, each tube is worth 7 cents. So each tube coin is 7 cents a coin at this rate. It's been fluctuating between 7 and 9 cents that I've noticed when I've taken a look.
Yeah, well, there's been, just real quick, I know I've been talking for a while. There was an issue, and there might still be an issue with all crypto note based coins. So we're talking like Monero, anything that's based on the crypto note algorithm. There's a problem with the wallets. So what was happening is people couldn't exchange them. They couldn't exchange because you couldn't. The wallets on the exchanges were taken offline. Trade Ogre's wallet is back online. I believe Bitrex's wallet is back online. Not all exchanges have the wallets back online, and this is just a coding issue with it's not BitTube itself. It's just the program that BitTube is based on. So the prices have been fluctuating kind of strangely because people people really haven't been able to have much of an ability to trade the coin because they weren't able to put into the exchanges. Last I checked was like yesterday or the day before, and Livecoin's wallet was still offline, so you couldn't deposit BitTubes or withdraw BitTubes. But if you already had them in your wallet, you could exchange them. But what's happening with the new partnership and things like that, I definitely recommend that you guys hold on to your coins a little bit before you exchange them, because I have a feeling that within the next week or two that price is going to go up. Again, not financial advice, just the price is going to go up. They also have other features that are coming out. They're going to have a debit card. They're also working on integrating the ability to exchange your tube coins to Bitcoin directly in their internal system. They're working on that. That's not something that's live. They have a lot of things that the more changes and the more of these things that they implement, the more value the coin is going to have, especially the debit card. The debit card that they have is going to increase the value of the coin. And also, once they get this new airtime application, whatever it is, however they're going to release it, that also should drive up the price as well. But I mean, if you want to trade your coins and you're able to put them on an exchange right now, that's your choice. But I would definitely wait at least a few days until the partnership has been announced and other things have happened, because that's probably going to drive the price up. And if you are having a hard time depositing on exchanges, please understand that that's not just a BitTube thing. That's a crypto note thing, which, like I said, for some exchanges it's been resolved, or I think Trade Ogre just didn't care that there was a security issue in the crypto note. So it just depends on how soon they fix that. But it's not just BitTube; it's Monero as well, and some other coins. So just wanted to give you guys that info. Okay, I think this has been a long enough broadcast. Thank you guys very much for tuning in and for supporting us. We very much appreciate it. And we're always moving forward, and keeping focused and trying to do the best that we can for not only for ourselves but for our team. Donald, did you have anything that you wanted to add before we sign off?
All right, let me unmute myself. No, I think we're good. I will send a special thank you out though to Cindy. We're friends on Facebook, and when I was talking about Hurricane Florence, Cindy was like, "Donald, get out of there." Thank you, Cindy. Yep, I did exactly that. I got out of there. When I left, they said it was going to hit as a Category 4. I was expecting that temporary jaunt to my parents' house to be a permanent move when I heard it was a Category 4. But luckily, I'm back, and things are, somewhat back to normal. So thank you, Cindy. I don't think I have anything else to add right now. I'm sure we'll figure what we missed, and we'll just add it on the next hangout.
Yeah, and like I said, I am planning on doing a video specifically for BitTube. I was going to wait until they're thinking about doing some kind of referral system, but I'm not going to wait for that. I'll just do a brief introduction to it for people if you guys want a little bit more information and don't want to watch this information on this long hangout video. I'll probably have that out. I'll try to have that out by Friday, just a brief intro to it. And obviously it would be great if you guys want to join that, and be awesome. All right, guys, thank you very much for listening and for for all your comments. These things really do help us. They help us create better content for you guys, and all that good stuff. And yeah, thank you, Cindy, for caring whether or not we're alive or dead. That's that's very kind of you. All right, guys, we'll see you on the next one, and talk to you later.